The requirement of the GAP regarding the three thematic priorities, so physical and psychological integrity, socioeconomic rights, and voice and participation, they will have to be contextualized. What does it mean? For each of these three thematic areas, there are a number of objectives that have been prescribed. Some examples of activities have been indicated, which are not exhaustive. The task of the delegations and the member states at the country level is to critically analyze them based on a gender analysis that will have to be delivered for the delegations by June 2016, and make a decision on which of the objectives will be pursued for a given time frame based on this analysis and coordination and debate for each of the thematic areas. There is another element of, let's say, trying to be coherent. It's the programming cycles with which the Commission operates and the Member States operate. They don't necessarily, they are not the same. They don't necessarily overlap. Some are longer, some are shorter. Some decisions are taken. For example, the 11th EDF programming is by now done. And so the instructions were there that each country should select 3 concentration areas, which by now have been selected. By now, when we are at the point where the countries will start studying the GAP and deciding their priorities, this, let's say, flexibility built in the GAP allows this decision to happen without skewing what exists as a programming. I mean, the EDF interests directly the delegation. The cycles of bilateral cooperations are different, and the priorities are set at different times, etc. To some degree, as an external observer, I would say a painful lesson has been that we can not only focus on the output of the work that is done, we need to focus on the internal paradigms that determine how the output is produced. So far as these are not modified, work will be so much more difficult, especially for issues of inclusion and non-discrimination, of gender equality.